But I want to now talk a little bit about credit cards, Brian, because I'm picking up, and I have for now 3 or 4 years now, when we're dealing with people, seeing this credit card just ramping up. And of course, the problem with credit card debt is that you pay back so little of it. It's not like a personal loan. A personal loan, you take the personal loan and you know it's going to be paid off in 3 years or 5 years. It's there and you make your repayments. You have no plan to pay off your credit card. There is no plan to pay off a credit card because you only pay a small percentage every month. And I want to relate to you a story that I actually got a phone call last week from, we will not mention the bank. I have a credit card with them. It's just a basic entry-level credit card, which I use if I need to book a flight or something. So I don't really use it that much. And they said, hi, we would like to offer you a higher level, credit card, the benefit of which is that you will not have to pay back 5% of your outstanding balance, but only 3% every month. In other words, it'll take me longer to pay off the debt. I don't think people begin to understand that that is how credit cards work.
True. And that is absolutely right. And I like when you're saying they called you to offer that. That is what most people fall in. That is a trap that most people fall into. They will tell you about these nice different benefits, the increase in terms of the limits, but we should be very, very careful of that. And as well as you mentioned something very important, paying the bare minimum on a credit card, we don't realize that the interest is compounding. Therefore, it will take you even longer, number one, to pay off the balance on the outstanding credit card. Number two, the interest keeps on rocking up sky high. So it's very, very important to look at your credit card, try to pay as much as you can on a monthly basis, or try to use it in such a way that you pay off the balance the very same month. Then you will be saving a lot when it comes to the interest and the balances that you would.
I did some maths on it. So if I'm only paying off 3% of the balance and I have a 20,000 Rand credit card, say I owe 20,000 Rand on my credit card, I don't use it anymore. I stick it in the drawer, I don't use it, but I only pay back the 3%. Now remember, it's 3% on a reducing balance. So if it's 20,000, I'm paying back 600, but as it drops to 10,000, I pay back 300. So the repayment keeps reducing as well. It would take me 25 years to pay it off. 25 years. And this is what people don't realize. And this is what's being sold to them. I was being sold a credit card so that I could stay in debt for longer. Yeah. That's literally what the offer was. Yeah. Don't worry, an article will be written about it. But it worries me. And I must tell you, my son went to fetch his debit card from his bank. He's 21. He's a student. They would not give him his debit card until he had gone into his banking app. They'd had a look at his credit score and informed him that a credit card would boost his credit score. Yeah. He's 21. I'm sorry, guys. The way banks are pushing credit cards is not okay. It's not healthy. And please, they are not there to help you. And I actually am getting very angry with the banks now because I think that this pushing of credit cards I am seeing very visibly leading a lot of people into financial difficulty.
And I think it's unethical, Maya. I showed someone that exact calculation that it's going to take you 20 years. And on top of that, instead of paying the 20,000, you're going to end up paying 53,000 Rand. It was?
53,000.
20,000 Rand credit card, you're going to end up paying 53,000 Rand. That is a lot of money. And I showed her the calculation. She was astounded. And now she started putting a little bit of money. And what I want to say, please do not take for granted putting in an extra 200 Rand. What you can do,
makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. But now my question, Brian, is if you have credit card debt and you're finding it just unmanageable, is it a good idea perhaps to take on a consolidation loan?
In most cases, I would say no. The reason why I'm saying that is because the interest that you are going to accumulate on the consolidation loan, in most cases tends out to be higher than the interest that you will be paying, for instance, on a personal loan or a credit card. So look at the interest differences between the consolidation loan as well as the credit card. It's very, very important For now, for instance, you're taking a credit card with a balance of 10,000 Rand that you would have paid off maybe in 12 months. Instead of doing that, you're going to take up now a 20,000 Rand consolidation loan, which is going to be longer, number one. Number two, it's going to be, the interest is going to be higher. So that is what you need to look at. So the first priority should be trying to pay off your credit card. Number one, as quick as you can. And you mentioned something very important. An extra 200 Rand into a personal loan, into a credit card, goes a very long way. Remember, one of the most important things is every bank has what we call an amortization table that shows the amount of interest that you're paying into the particular loan, as well as the amount that goes into the actual loan. So the bank cannot charge you interest twice in 1 month. So once you've done paying your normal installment, you have paid the interest for that particular month. Therefore, if you put an extra 200 Rand, it goes into the actual balance. Therefore, the interest that you pay or that's going to be calculated the next month becomes lesser than what you would have paid if you did not put that extra 200 Rand. So it's very, very important. It's a very valid point. Try to put in as much as you can, as quick as you can, so that you can close up the credit card. Even if, sorry, Maya, you mentioned that as the balance goes down, the installment also goes down. But the most important thing is trying to sticking to the original installment into that particular credit card so that you can close it quicker.